What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, and we're not seeing as bad of a dip as we usually do on the weekend, so that's good, but who knows, as soon as I upload this video, it could be a completely different story. That being said, I just wanted to say shout out to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys are amazing. Now let's look at the markets and see how they're doing. I'm going to give the page a quick refresh. And we're really just basically the same. We're still just doing that sideways pattern. Bitcoin dominance, not really moving too much. Although we are up from yesterday, which is good, because if you just go simply here and you just tap on the 1 day, we are up since yesterday. We had that kind of scary dip midday, and then it kind of popped back up. So here we are. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on with the markets. If you guys were looking at which coins had the biggest change of the day, we do see ZenCash up the highest. So that could have a few things to do with, I mean, they did just recently get listed on Binance. That's some good news, but also the other news that came out of the camp was ZenCash and Blue Frontiers. So Blue Frontiers is the commercial offshoot of the Seasteading Institute. I just spoke about those the other day in my video where they're going to do those crypto communities. They're going to have floating islands offshore, and they're going to use this currency right here, Varyon. So I guess that could be a big thing too with those guys partnering with ZenCash. That might have a lot to do with the price movement as well. Also, just for you guys, if you don't really know what ZenCash is, if you're curious, I actually had an opportunity to do an interview with Rolf Versluis over at ZenCash. It was a pretty in-depth interview. I think we went for it was about a half hour. So if you guys want, I'll leave a link in the description for that. You guys can see what ZenCash is all about, I guess. Okay, so let's get some kind of funny stuff out of the way. So they're saying it's meme season, guys. And I am seeing crypto memes popping up all over the place again. You know, anything from, here's 51% attack to may the whales pump ever in your favor. So my question is, I'm wondering, is it because we're bored and we're just making these memes because we're kind of poking crypto with a stick, like when move, or when moon, whatever, move moon, or is it just people becoming engaged again? And I actually saw this and they were like, know your cryptos. So they go in to explain how the Bogdanov phone call, Dogecoin, Sminim, which I've seen him around. He was one that I didn't really know. Crypto Genius, if that's before the crypto ads got banned. And then finally, of course, they have, and it's gone. So yeah, crypto meme season is back. So is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know, but it shows people getting engaged. So one thing that I should have mentioned yesterday, but I just slipped my mind. So I had an opportunity to have, Dan Weinberger on from Morpheus Network the other day, and we were able to just kind of catch up and have a very informal chat. Sometimes you get real tired of doing these structured interviews, So he came on, but one of the things that we forgot to mention was Swift GPI award winner partners with Morpheus Network, the world's top global trade blockchain solution. So I'm talking about Accesspay. So Accesspay is one of the UK's fastest growing tech companies, having increased its revenue by 497% over the past 4 years. It already provides payment services to Stena Line, one of the world's largest ferry operators, and AA, Britain's largest motoring organization. So that's really impressive news, and I don't know why we didn't bring that up yesterday. And then they say Accesspay's partnership with Morpheus Network is a game changer for global shipping and supplies and has the potential to radically improve how goods are transferred, scaling back inefficiencies, saving money, and bolstering economic growth in the process. With Accesspay's ample skill and experience, the smooth implementation of Morpheus Network's payment system is assured. So congratulations to you guys over at Morpheus Network. Really, really awesome news coming out. Also, another story, yesterday was another big day for Elastos, and then today we have Elastos partnering with Weatherblock. Now, first I was like, a weather company? What is this? What's going on? So it says Elastos is pleased to announce his partnership with Weatherblock, the first blockchain-based weather data exchange platform. The two parties have signed an MOU to use the Elastos runtime, carrier, dApp framework, and browser in the Weatherblock ecosystem. Weatherblock is also currently doing research to integrate to the Elastos OS. So, and then as also other news is Bloom Sky will be the hardware supplier, and they're the fastest growing weather network that projects to have a distribution of up to 50,000 strategic partners. That's pretty amazing, guys. So Weatherblock intends to build a network for data exchange that will not only create a shared economic model, but also create a more efficient and safe database of information to assist in the success of things like smart cities, autonomous vehicles, commercial drone operations, and a lot more. And the Weatherblock platform will be inclusive of all weather-related IoT systems, including irrigation, thermostats, luminance, air quality, and more. So that's just more awesome news coming out of Elastos. I'm really glad to see these guys kind of pushing forward and doing their thing. Now, also over at Coinfi, they did have an interview with Hongfei. He kind of speaks about the future of NEO, because he did make that really bold statement saying that he envisions NEO being the #1 cryptocurrency by the year 2020. So they kind of clarify that a little bit, and he goes in to discuss that he doesn't necessarily mean the #1 cryptocurrency as far as being #1, on top of CoinMarketCap. He kind of changes his position a little bit to explain that he wants it to be the #1 place to go for, creating dApps and putting, digital assets. And what's crazy is he also talks about how AntShares originally envisioned themselves as just being almost a crowdsource platform, crowdfunding platform, and then it built into so much more. So not only do they have the video here, but they also have a text transcript if you want to read instead of watch for some reason. So I'll drop a link in the description to that as well. So here's some interesting news. So this is a little bit of an older topic, but I found this kind of funny, I guess, in a way. So, we did have Verge. Now, aside of all their craziness that's been coming out lately, they did have that partnership that they had with PornHub. But then PornHub is now having a casting call for PornHub games, and they are doing their first, second, and third prizes in USD equivalent of Vice crypto tokens, not Verge. So, what happened there? What happened? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Just figured I'd just kind of shine the spotlight on that, and you do what you want with that information. Then you also have, you have Justin Sun from Tron reportedly acquiring BitTorrent. So BitTorrent Incorporated, which is the operator torrent client uTorrent, is reportedly in the process of being acquired by Tron founder Justin Sun. Earlier this year, Justin Sun had sued BitTorrent Incorporated, which changed its name to Rainberry last year, for reportedly violating a no-shop clause from a letter of intent he had signed in January. BitTorrent confirmed with Torrent Freak that the acquisition had not been finalized yet, while Justin Sun has not responded to Cointelegraph's request for comment by press time. So this is like one of those reportedly happening type things. They're not giving official statements on it, so we'll have to see what comes out of that. And, on this channel, no more rumors, guys. We don't do rumors on this channel. So, but that was printed, so that was something I wanted to report as well. Also, as far as Zeepin Community Contribution Program is concerned, they say become our ambassador. So, essentially, if you want to contribute and you want to help out, they are offering some bounty rewards. You can write things like articles, graphics design, videos. They'll also, referrals. Do you know any influential people in creative design, blockchain industry field, bloggers, journalists, YouTubers? Which is me, but I talk about this stuff for free anyway, so I'm not going to do the bounty, but you guys can do the bounty if you want. But I just figured I'd let you know. So here's a little bit of their rewards. I'll zoom in right here. So you have articles. You can even get rewarded for doing memes. A 10-pack of memes will get you anywhere between 50 and 20 or 200 Zeepin. That's pretty cool. So you can make a crypto meme, and Zeepin will reward you for it. So I'll drop a link in the description if you guys are interested in getting involved in that. I found this article that came out. It was Nicholas Donahue. Now, this is over on Medium, and I found it to be an interesting article because it kind of delves into how to find a profitable altcoin. So many people, there's so many crap coins out there. How do we know which ones are really good? And, when you don't have time to do, extensive research like many others. So here's some of the brief things. They break it down. Strong team with diverse competencies. They have a large market, 10x solution, aligned incentives, long-term vision, etc. So you guys can come over here, check this out. I thought it was a really good read. Now also, so you have John McAfee coming out with a declaration of currency independence. So true to his word, John McAfee has released a currency independent site with its own declaration of independence. currency independence, that is. So here's a little bit over here. So long story short, the declaration starts off with a rousing statement citing that the historical dangers of centralized powers controlling legal tender, they can lead to atrocities, essentially. He continues to describe the apparent corruption and subsequent manipulation stemming from these powers. It continues to depict the irrevocable status of Bitcoin and its crypto derivatives as quasi-usurper of the monopoly on the control of currency. Yeah! Power to the man, right? Okay, so that's going on. So underneath the declaration is a link to a signing page where once details are inputted, the signees are given the choice to view their digital insignia on the blockchain. McAfee asserted his commitment to the cause and has allegedly paid $30,000 in advance to cover the transaction fees for signing the document. This is what it looks like. Over here, you could obviously switch it to as many different languages as you want. There's a few choices. Currency independence, and it's literally currencyindependence.com, and here it is. And then down here, you would click this, boom, click it. I'm not going to do it live, but you can sign it, and then there you go. So that's coming out of that. Now, let's talk about this, guys. Now, this is crazy news. So an ICO PR stunt turns tragic. All right. Now, this is insane. Are we taking it too far? Are we taking these publicity stunts too far? Actually, you know what? I should be more serious about this because it's not funny. So, a promotional stunt from a Ukraine startup's upcoming initial coin offering ICO turned tragic after a Sherpa reportedly died while helping a group of climbers hide a cryptocurrency wallet at the summit of Mount Everest. According to FT Alphaville, social network startup Ask.fm sponsored a promotion to hide a Ledger Nano S wallet containing 500,000 Ask.fms, which they're saying was worth around $50,000, but that was just a general estimation. So they were going to hide it at the top of Mount Everest's summit, which any cryptocurrency enthusiast brave enough could claim by scaling to find it. But so the issue is, they say, we have become aware that a Sherpa who successfully assisted one of the sponsored climbers on part of their journey prior to assisting another non-related group of climbers became missing. This, however, does not line up with statements made by two of the climbers themselves who said he had gone missing during a portion of the descent when it would have been odd for him to leave the group. And you also have Arnett, who is one of the most foremost authorities at the Everest-related happenings, said that he had serious questions about the event that led up to the Sherpa's disappearance and subsequent death. He said, I find it hard to understand how the 45-year-old Sherpa developed snow blindness, was reported to be staggering, and no one was able to help him, he wrote. I look forward to obtaining more details on this event. So that's really insane, guys. Hiding a Ledger Nano S at the top of Mount Everest as a PR stunt, which in turn led to a Sherpa who has gone missing and most likely is deceased at the time of speaking. That's insane, guys. We might be taking this too far. Let's get on to some better news. Let's talk about adoption. You guys know I love adoption on this channel. So I'm not going to go into this too much, but the Bank of England governor saying that he is open to the idea of a central bank digital currency. You know, we're seeing things happen with the Marshall Islands, these offshore crypto communities, and now you're having Bank of England saying we could potentially be looking into our own digital currency as well. Not going to dive into the article. You guys know how these articles usually go, like, oh, we would, but you know, the volatility and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, okay. So we also have an adoption. The world's largest diamond jeweler retail joins De Beers blockchain pilot. So you do have, it says the retailer has joined their diamond supply blockchain platform Tracer. So Signet will join the Tracer platform in its pilot version, which will enable the platform to complete a digital link from diamond production to its retail location. The parties will ensure that the platform corresponds to the needs of manufacturers and retailer, initially focusing on the tracking of diamond jewelry. Also, just on a side note, yesterday, two leading diamond industry players, KGK Diamonds and Alrosa, agreed to work with blockchain startup D1 Mint Limited to tokenize diamonds. It is believed that the innovation of blockchain can transfer the precious gem industry by making natural diamonds into an investment asset class with wider appeal across various investment groups, driving higher demand. So that's really cool. And we've seen that coming out of, Ethereum. You have these, not the ERC20 tokens, but you have the ones that are non-fungible and are back to actual assets, right? So that's pretty cool. That's a great use case for blockchain. And yeah, I mean, these are things that you can actually do with blockchain. These are some realistic things that people are doing right now. Also, speaking of adoption, I had the opportunity to speak to David, the CEO of Arcana Wallet, which you guys probably haven't heard of. And honestly, it's because they're not doing a public ICO, so that's probably why no one's really, discussing this. But I do want to talk about how awesome this is. So these guys are really concerned with the security of crypto and tokens and wallet security especially. And you've seen things like, Ethos trying to come out and do that universal wallet. But one of the key things I wanted to talk about here was they have distributed cold storage, digital security, insured, and compliant. Now, here's the really cool thing about what this is. So not only will you be able to track your API, plug it in, but you're going to be able to claim all forks by using this wallet. Any fork, they're going to instantly give it to you. Any token swaps, they're going to instantly swap your tokens out for mainnet tokens. And any airdrops, you'll be instantly airdropped. So essentially, they're trying to create this one powerful place where you can just put all of your cryptocurrencies. They said they're keeping it in military grade cold storage that syncs at intermittent intervals with only 1% of the liquidity being released at times. So yeah, this is just more progress moving forward from crypto. These are the things that we need when you want to onboard your grandma or your grandpa, to get involved in crypto, but they're scared. We need these safety solutions as well. Also, speaking of adoption, you have cheapair.com now accepting Bitcoin. So now you'll be able to purchase flights and hotels using Cheap Air with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Dash, and potentially they might be adding more as well. So that's all the news that I basically have for you guys today. I did want to also remind everybody because, I'm just letting you know the time it's getting there. So I will be at the Blockchain Northwest Conference in Seattle at the Bell Harbor Convention. If you guys want to go, you could buy your tickets in cryptocurrency. You can also buy them in standard fiat. The reason I'm bringing this up again in the video is not to annoy you guys. I just want to let you know that there's only 18 hours left. So the price will increase from $300 to $500, and you can use my code Crypto Zombie, enter, and you will get 30% off. So just wanted to give that out to anybody that's interested in going. So that being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day out by me. I don't know how it is by you guys. So I plan on going outside, breathing in the fresh air, maybe taking a break from crypto for just maybe about an hour or so. Then we got to get back into it because I'm the Crypto Zombie and I never sleep. So that being said, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I love you guys. You're awesome. Everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting, you're the reason that I do what I do. So that being said, guys, until next time, stay crypto and peace out.
What is slavery? It is where one person or one group owns another person's time and also owns the fruits of their productivity. You believe that slavery ended. It did not. It merely became more subtle and more refined. In the old age of slavery, it was brute force that people did not want to adapt to. Many of the slaves were killed, brutalized in order to make them work, which they did not. What happens in our system? We are slaves, and we work voluntarily. Not just voluntarily, we compete for the privilege of being higher slaves. What is the average life? You work 50 weeks out of the year for someone else or something else. You have 2 weeks off in the summertime. You're paid just enough to get by or to feel like you're getting ahead. While you're making $100,000 a year, your company or your boss is making $1 million per year off of your labor. And you want this. You accept this. You live this. Why? Because you have bought into the existing power structure that there is no other way. And for a long time there has been no other way. But now there is. It is cryptocurrency, the blockchain, a means of freeing ourselves from this yoke that we have so willingly applied to our shoulders. Now, today, at this moment, make a decision. Take your life into your own hands. Unlock the door to your cage. Come into the light with us. Come into the light with us. Please read the Declaration of Currency Independence. It might be the most important document you've ever read. Thank you.